Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown and 205 Live results for June the 4th episode. Birthdays for June the 4th. Gorilla Monsoon, 1937. Joe Malenko, 1955. Jazzy Gabert, 1982. Riho, 1997. June the 5th birthdays. Kona Reeves, 1992. Priscilla Kelly, 1997. June the 6th birthdays, Ahmed Johnson, 1970, Drew McIntyre, 1985, ODB, 1978. June the 7th birthdays, Superstar Billy Graham, 1943, Howard Finkel, 1950, and Mick Foley, 1965. Speaking of Foley, he's celebrating his 61st birthday. Celebrate the latest episode of the WWE playlist featuring Foley's wildest moments can be seen in this link. Jeff Hardy is expected to undergo a follow-up examination from his recent knee injury within the next week. According to PW Insider, Hardy underwent successful right knee surgery in early May and stated during an interview that he could be out of action for 6 to 9 months. But that was before the surgery. WWE has not announced a timetable for Hardy's return, but there could be an update after upcoming reevaluations. Season 2 premiere of Figure It Out can be found in this link with Raw Tag Team Champions Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Ryder and Hawkins go on action figure hunt at a JCD and hobby store in Des Moines, Iowa, along with guest Heath Slater. Also noted, more episodes from the second season will be released over the next few months. And you haven't seen Heath Slater in quite a while. Didn't know you're still in WWE. WWE Superstars will be celebrating Pride Month this week at the GLAAD concert for Love and Acceptance in Nashville, Tennessee. WWE has announced that Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Paige, and Mickie James will be representing the company at the event. But unknown, because Mickie James recently got injured, so she may not be there. But all I heard was she's there supposedly taking autographs, signing autographs. Deville wrote on Twitter, "Happy Pride, everyone. Tonight I will be attending at GLAAD concert for Love and Acceptance in Nashville for the second year in a row. It's so important for me to stand up for what I believe in and to spread the message of love and acceptance as far and wide as I possibly can." But, like I said, Paige missed the event. WWE SmackDown Live event scheduled for Saturday, October 26th from the Tony's Pizza Event Center in Salina, Kansas has been canceled. The schedule conflict was cited as the reason for cancellation, and just like the last couple of weeks, WWE has canceled quite a few number of Blue Brand events scheduled for Monday night as of late due to the WWE wildcard rule and SmackDown Superstars being used on Raw, as well as the 24/7. Also, this is the first weekend live event to be nixed since the wildcard rule was established. Not, because I reported last week of 5 others. This article says this is the first weekend live event to be nixed since the wildcard rule was established, but it should be noted that live event scheduled to take place after the SmackDown TV show moves to Friday nights on Fox beginning October 4th. As noted, SmackDown will move to Thursday through Sunday, road schedule this fall. They currently run Saturday through Tuesday. Raw will continue to run Friday through Monday, as WWE has ran a 4-show per week tradition for decades now. 2K19 top 10 ladder match moments can be found in this link. On Wednesday, it was revealed, I'm doing this video on Friday, at WrestleVotes, that 2K and WWE have been working on promotional material for WWE 2K20 video game. It was reported that 2K spent mega money on the commercial, which is said to be similar to the NFL 100 commercial from the recent Super Bowl event. It was also noted that current superstars and legends were featured in the spot, including Hall of Famers Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. In an update, Flair was initially scheduled to film for the commercial, but not confirmed. According to at WrestleVotes, other WWE Hall of Famers who have been confirmed for the ad are Sting, Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart. Superstars who have been confirmed for the shoot include Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Paul Heyman, and Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Still no word yet on if Sasha Banks filmed for the commercial, but it was reported last month that she and Hogan were among those filming for the game and promotional material. It's believed that the WWE 2K20 video game will be officially announced by 2K on Monday, June 24th. A digital deluxe and collector's edition is rumored to be released on Tuesday, October 1st, my birthday. And then standard release is expected to take place on Saturday, October 5th. What a great Christmas present, birthday present. The release dates should be confirmed later this month, along with full details in the official 2K announcement. Stay tuned for more updates on the game. Recent release, WWE Cruiserweight Champion TJP is currently backstage for Impact Wrestling's TV tapings in New York City. TJ will be returning to action for the company at the tapings. According to a report from PW Insider, no word yet on what he will be doing, but I'll keep it posted in the spoiler video that will be recorded later on. TJP previously worked for TNA Impact off and off from 2004 to 2013 when he was under the mask as Suicide or Manic. Former TNA X-Division Champion left WWE in late February of this year after requesting his release. He has been with WWE since 2016. Now stay tuned for more notes and spoilers later on in that spoiler video. And they are taped from Melrose Ballroom. Jon Moxley returned to ring at Wednesday's New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of Super Junior Finals event in Sumo Hall in Tokyo, Japan, defeating Juice Robinson to capture the IWGP US title. He replaced another individual and won the title. Post-match video of Moxley cutting a backstage promo for a title win at this link, also sending a warning to anyone who wants to challenge him for the title. Moxley appears at around the 2-minute 50-second mark. After Robinson provides his post-match comments, Moxley thanked NJPW for giving him the opportunity and the freedom to ply his trade the way he wants to. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the New Japan Pro Wrestling. Moxley said, "Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come over here. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms, making me feel like part of the family, making me feel like my home, giving me this opportunity against Juice Robinson tonight to come out here. Thank you for giving me my freedom to come out here and ply my trade the way I want to ply it. To come here and the freedom to be out here and do me. So thank you, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Thank you, Juice Robinson, for sharing the ring with me tonight." Go to that link. More news on 2K. And WWE currently working on promotional material. More coming out later this year. Commercial for the game is said to be similar to the NFL 100 commercial from the recent Super Bowl event. According to WrestleVotes, the ad reportedly features the Hall of Famers Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold, among other superstars and legends. Also noted that 2K spent mega money on the spot. And it's believed that 2K will officially announce 2K20 at this link on Monday, June 24th. Digital Deluxe and Collector's Edition will be reportedly released on Tuesday, October 1st, my birthday. Standard release will take place Saturday, October 5th. The date should be confirmed later this month in that 2K announcement. It looks like WWE Champion Kofi Kingston might miss SmackDown episode from Laredo, Texas. Stay tuned for results for his appearance if he was on the show, as Kofi was still in Ghana earlier to wrap up his homecoming tour, which has been documented by WWE cameras. Tonight's SmackDown is go-home show for Super Showdown event in Saudi Arabia. Kofi is scheduled to defend his title against Dolph Ziggler at the event. John Cena has also officially joined the cast of Fast and Furious 9 movie, according to Deadline.com. There had been speculation on Cena joining the movie after Vin Diesel posted a teaser to Instagram back in April. Universal also officially announced Cena for the movie this afternoon. No word yet on Cena's character for the movie, but Deadline reports that his character is said to be a badass in the movie. Now, no chance of Cena versus Rock seen in the Fast and Furious because Rock will not be in the 9th movie, as there will only be 10 in the series for Fast and Furious. Production for the movie begins later this month. The film is scheduled to hit theaters May 22nd, 2020. Nia Jax continued to train for her WWE ring return after undergoing double knee surgery back on April 25th. Jax has been dealing with the pain in both knees for more than 1 year, but decided to work through it until after WrestleMania's 35 season. She returned to the gym early in May and noted on Twitter that she was doing very well, better than doctors expected. In an update, Jax continued to make progress on her feet, as she noted on Twitter that she was able to drop it down low and then pick it back up real slow. She added that surgery was a success. She wrote, quote, "I was able to drop it down low. Surgery was a success," unquote. Still no official word of when Jax will be back in action, but it would be believed that she could be out for around 9 months, putting her back in time for 2020 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. WWE will be holding women-only tryouts in WWE UK Performance Center in England later this week, according to Wrestle Talk. WWE continues to add to the WWE NXT UK Women's Division, currently led by champion Toni Storm. The camp was originally scheduled to begin today, run through Thursday, but it was moved back to later in the week to run from Wednesday. Female talents from the UK and Ireland will be working the camp this week, including the following names: Candy Floss, indie wrestler who has made recent NXT UK appearances; Debbie Keitel, OTT regular from Ireland, former TV presenter; Heather, trained at the wrestling school owned by UK wrestling legend Marty Jones; Jade, indie wrestler who has worked for Hope, Kamikaze Pro, and others; Jesse Light, trained at the wrestling school owned by NXT UK Tag Team Champions Zach Gibson; Kanji, former Defiant Women's Champion; Martina, flamboyant wrestler from Ireland who created a buzz during WrestleMania weekend, rumored but not confirmed for the count; Rio, 22-year-old indie talent with a martial arts background; Shax, indie wrestler standing 5 foot tall with a burlesque gimmick; Valkyrie, Keitel's vote, Queen's tag team partner. Stay tuned for more updates on the tryouts in England later this week. As it's been Friday, that'll be next week. Sonya Deville joined the main roster in 2017, became the first openly gay female wrestler in WWE company history. It may be easy for her to openly say that now, but it wasn't as easy when she was growing up. She discussed her experience when she came out when Deville joined AfterBuzz TV at this link. I'll give you highlights here. I knew my mom would be supportive. I was in such denial within myself for the longest time. Just because I play the place I grew up in, said Deville, who grew up in a small town in New Jersey. New Jersey? Like it wasn't common. I didn't know anybody was gay. I think I had one gay friend in high school, and she never even came out. It was just like, we all just knew. I think I was more just not comfortable with saying it. I was in denial. I was like, I'm not gay, am I? Because I think also the fact that I didn't fit the stereotypical mold of what a lesbian is supposed to be or act. I was just this girl that nobody would have expected. Maybe had someone said, "Are you gay?" I would have been like, yeah, I am actually. You know what I mean? And I took that opportunity. That opportunity happened when I was 17, living in Florida, when I just graduated from high school. My friend's mom said to me, "Honey, I think you're gay." And I go, "Yeah, I am." As soon as someone vocalized it to me, gave me permission, I was like, yes, yeah. but no one had ever said it. I would think I'd be. No, I have been dating guys my whole life. I had just had juxtaposition in my head. I just couldn't figure it out. With DeVille spending much time of her youth in the closet, and thus not truly being herself, she was asked if that experience is why she loves performing and acting so much. 100%, 100%. That's something I've only started to perform in recent years, stated DeVille. I'm like, wait a second. I think that makes a lot of sense, looking back at it. As noted, Boom Studios revealed Tuesday that their comic book series has ended with the issue number 25. The series launched back in early 2017. PW Insider reported that the cancellation was not a last-minute decision. It was decided on several months ago. As seen in this link, Miz is featured in another commercial from Hardee's called Save the Veggies. This week's SmackDown saw Elias capture the 24/7 title in a lumberjack match, but his reign was cut short at this link when Truth won it back in a few minutes later after action under the ring. WWE posted the video showing what happened to that. If it wasn't on SmackDown, there you go. Dark match before SmackDown in Laredo, Texas saw Heavy Machinery defeat B-Team in tag team action. Final SmackDown before Super Showdown opened from the same Auto Arena in Laredo, Texas. Tom Phillips welcomes the show, joined in by Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. The announcers hyped tonight's appearance by Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg. Also, Shane McMahon is determined to call out Roman Reigns. We go right to the ring. Out comes WWE Champion Kofi Kingston. So he did make it to the show, and Xavier Woods from the New Day as Greg Hamilton does the ring introductions. Announcers plug Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi at Super Showdown on Friday in Saudi Arabia. Kofi says he's learned over the past few months that life is crazy and full of surprises. He thought he'd seen it all done in WWE over the years. Kofi goes on about the highs and lows and how that led him to winning the WWE title at WrestleMania. Fan chat, you deserve it now. Kofi thanks him. He says as great as that is, what's most important to him is being able to inspire others. We cut to a video package from Kofi's homecoming trip to Ghana. His first trip back home in more than 26 years. Kofi talks about how important the trip to Ghana was. He says it was an amazing feeling to tell a child that he can be what he wants to. Ziggler suddenly interrupts with a mic on the stage. He says if this was Friday, he would be beating the hell out of Kofi in the ring at Super Showdown. Ziggler says he respects Kofi too much, and this isn't about him. This is about Ziggler. Ziggler sends us a video package on his WWE journey and career. Ziggler goes on about how it should have been him, and we get more throwback clips of them. Kofi says it was meant to be Ziggler. It would have been. Kofi knocked Ziggler for quitting and walking out when he didn't get his way. Kofi says he never quit on himself, his brothers, or the WWE Universe. Fans pop and chant for Kofi again as Ziggler stares him down in the ring. More like just out of the corner of his eye. As Kofi says, it's not going to be Ziggler at Super Showdown again. As long as Kofi is champion, it will never be Ziggler. We cut to yet another throwback clip with Kofi and Ziggler. This time we see Ziggler's recent return and attack on Kofi. Ziggler says on Friday it will be him. Ziggler turns around and walks up the ramp as Kevin Owens' music hits. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus RBR and Kofi. Dolph Ziggler acknowledges Sami and Kevin's at the stage. They talk about something you don't hear on the microphone, or they come out for tonight's opening match. Kofi and Xavier wait in the ring as we go to commercial. Back for the rate, we get the belt. Kofi comes in afterwards, and Sami go at it. We see Ziggler backstage watching the match. Kofi and Owens go at it now with Kofi taking Owens down. Kofi unloads in the corner, but runs into a boot. Owens beats Kofi down and gets some heat from the crowd. Sami comes in, and as Owens gets knocked off from the apron, Kofi drop kicks Sami and stomps away in the corner as Woods comes in, continuing to stomp on Sammy as the fans count along. Woods and Kobe continue to double team on Sammy. Woods with a close 2 count. Sammy ends up on the floor to regroup with Owens. Kobe flies and takes Owens down on the floor. Woods takes Sammy down. Woods chops away on Sammy. Woods brings Sammy back into the ring, but Owens stops him from following while the referee isn't looking. Sammy takes advantage and turns it around on Woods. Owens tags in and launches Woods into the barrier. Owens talks trash for more boos. Owens brings Woods back into the ring and drops a senton for a 2 count. Woods tries to fight out of the corner, but Owens clotheslines him. Owens with another senton for a 2 count as we go to commercial. Back to the right, Kobe ends up unloading on Sammy for a pop. Kobe waits for the trouble in paradise, but Owens grabs his leg from behind. As he drops down on the floor, Sammy tries to capitalize, but Kobe connects with the trouble in paradise as he pulls his leg out of the way. Anyways, for the pin and the win. Winner of the match, New Day. After the match, Kobe and Woods celebrate the music. Ziggler suddenly hits the ring out of nowhere. Levels Kobe with a super kick. Woods also eats a super kick. Fans boo as Ziggler stands over Kobe and looks down at him. We go to replays. Ziggler slowly walks to the back as Kobe and Woods recover in the ring. So to come segment, Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg is here. Also, Shane McMahon determined to call out Roman Reigns. We see Shane backstage in his office. Shane says there's speculation of why he had Roman Reigns brutalized on Raw last night to stopping him up for a Super Showdown. We see a replay of Shane, Drew McIntyre, and the Revival taking turns on Reigns last night. Shane says this all came about because Roman said Shane doesn't stand a chance with him in the ring. Shane says that proved he does stand a chance. Shane says anything Reigns can do in the ring, he can do better because he's the best in the world. Shane says he's headed to the ring to call Reigns out. He just wonders which version will he get, the big dog strutting his stuff or the little pup with his tail between his legs. We go back to the arena and out comes Raw superstar Alexa Bliss via the Raw call rule for an episode of A Moment of Bliss on stage. Back to the commercial. Back from the break, Bliss welcomes her guest, SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. Bliss has coffee brought out, but it's sent back. She waits for the coffee to be brought back out before asking any questions. Annoying Bayley, Bliss mocks her and agrees to start on Bayley's own timing. Bliss talks about how Bayley had a good night and at WWE Money in the Bank, Bayley says she deserved it. Bliss talks about how she was a better Miss Money in the Bank. Bliss says when she had the Blue Brand title, it actually meant something. She asked Bayley if she really thinks the title means something around her waist. Bayley says Bliss is trying to bait her, and things have changed since they last saw each other. Bayley ends up stepping to Bliss and disrespecting her on her own show. They have words, but the music interrupts. Out comes Carmella. Carmella, if they want to talk about former champions and Money in the Bank holders, they can't have that conversation without mentioning her name. Carmella thinks a SmackDown superstar should be the next one to get a title shot. Bliss has words. Music interrupts, and out comes Charlotte Flair to interrupt. Flair poses in front of them. Flair says she just talked to her friend Shane McMahon, and he informed her that a match will take place tonight to determine Bayley's opponent for WWE Stomping Ground. It will be Flair versus Bliss versus Carmella in a triple threat. Flair taunts with a woo as the music hits. I don't think I've seen this match myself on SmackDown. Television segment, Bo Goldberg's here. Obviously, the 24/7 champion, R-Truth, hiding backstage. She gets Carmella's attention as she walks by. Truth says Carmella has a big opportunity tonight. Truth talks about how he's been defending the title nonstop and he's waiting for Shane McMahon to call him back. Shane calls on Carmella's phone and she hands it over to Truth. Truth says the title is ruining his life. Truth apologizes for interrupting Shane McMahon Appreciation Night recently. Shane is apparently saying the rules are to blame for the title causing stress. Shane is also saying something about a standard match that Truth has right now. His opponent is on the way to the ring. Truth runs off to the ring. Carmella takes the phone and is surprised at what kind of match Truth has. We go to the ring, and Elias is in the ring with his guitar. Back to commercial. Lumberjack match for the WWE 24/7 title. I didn't see that match at all, either. Back to the ring, Lumberjacks are surrounding the ring. It's announced that only Elias can pin WWE 24/7 champion R-Truth for the title during the duration of the match. Truth was out next, but Elias is already waiting. The bell rings and they go at it. Truth gets set out of the ring and tossed back in by the Lumberjacks. Well, it is a Lumberjack match where the people have to throw their opponents in the ring. Elias connects with a knee to the face for an easy pin to win. When our new champion, Elias, at the moment, after the match, Elias goes to celebrate until the Lumberjacks surround him. They attack him in the middle of the ring, and a big brawl breaks out. Elias escapes the brawl and crawls out of the ring, but he runs into Truth on the floor. Truth chases Elias under the ring as the Lumberjacks continue brawling in the ring. Truth comes from under the ring with the title as the bell rings and the referee raises his arm. Truth is now a 4-time WWE 24/7 champion. Go to that video earlier, you can see what happened under the ring. As it wasn't shown on TV. After the match, Elias goes to celebrate after the win, Truth takes off with the title as his music plays. Still comes segment, Goldberg's here. We see Shane backstage walking, back to commercial. Back to the ring, we get a new backstage promo from Aleister Black. Black says he issued an open challenge last week, but maybe it's cowardice or intelligence that keeps anyone from knocking on his door. Black goes on and says, the pain he inflicts is not exactly our daddy's WWE, but until that time comes to where anybody does come knocking on that door, he shall be sitting here waiting impatiently until anybody decides to be a man and come knock on the door and pick a fight. We go to the ring. Out comes Shane McMahon with the Revivals, Scott Dawson, and Dash File. Again, the rule. Shane in his ring with a Revival, but he stops and has Hamilton do the best in the world introduction. Fans start chanting for CM Punk as Shane takes the mic again. Shane praises the Revival for how they decimated the Usos and Roman on Raw last night. Shane calls for the fans to give it up. Shane says the Revival are out here for the emotional support tonight. We get a replay of last night's beatdown on Raw. Shane compares what he did to Reigns for training a young dog. Shane says he will take it up a notch and neuter the big dog at WWE Super Showdown on Friday. In this segment, I didn't see. They mock Reigns until the music hits. Interrupts and out comes Reigns to a pop. Shane orders the Revival to stop Reigns. Reigns nails the Superman punch to Dawson on the ramp. Dash gets tossed into the LED screen and then hit with a Superman punch. Shane takes off his coat in the ring as Reigns stares him down from the stage. Reigns marches to the ring and Shane gets hyped up. Drew McIntyre comes flying out of nowhere with a big Claymore kick to Reigns at the bottom of the ramp, leveling him to boos. Drew brings Reigns into the ring and Shane barks orders. Drew picks Reigns up and sends him into a spear from Shane. Move thief! Shane mocks Reigns and his poses as fans continues to boo. Shane exits the ring with Drew as the music hits. Reigns is still down on his back as we get a replay. Shane and Drew stare Reigns down from the stage as Reigns gets to his feet. Still to come segment, Goldberg appears on SmackDown for the first time. Also, a women's triple threat to determine new #1 contender for Bayley. Back to commercial. And you get the triple threat up. Charlotte versus Alexa versus Carmella. Back for the ring, we get Charlotte, Alexa, and Carmella are all out. Winner of this triple threat will earn a title shot at Stomping Grounds. The bell rings and they go at it. Bliss gets dumped to the floor. Early on, it's Flair and Carmella go at it. Bliss comes back in and hits the sunset flip bomb for a 2 count. More back and forth as Bliss gets dropped again. Carmella applies the code of silence on Flair, but Flair powers out. Bliss runs in and rocks Carmella with a big right hand, dropping her. Flair stares Bliss down before they go at it. Bliss sends Flair flying, but Flair comes right back with a big boot to level Bliss. Carmella comes back and super kicks Flair in the face. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville come walking down the ramp, distracting Carmella. Carmella wastes time and goes to the floor to deal with Bliss, but Bliss drops her. Flair chops away on Bliss as Rose and Deville watch at ringside. Flair chases Bliss away and catches her, delivering more chops. Flair brings Bliss back into the ring, but Bliss drop kicks her for a 2 count. We go to commercial. Well, Triple Threat rules should be anything goes. Back for the break, Flair tangles with Carmella in the corner. Carmella with a big hurricanrana for a close 2 count. Carmella with more offense until Flair applies a figure 4 and tries to bridge it. Carmella resists. Flair bridges it. Bliss leaps off the top with a twisted Bliss for a close 2 count with Flair as Carmella breaks up the pin just in time, or the submission just in time. More back and forth now as Flair with a close 2 count on Bliss as Carmella makes a save. Carmella gets knocked to the floor by Flair. Bliss throws Flair up with a handful of tights for a close 2 count. Carmella runs in and super kicks Flair. Rose and Deville get involved with a shot to Carmella from the floor. Bliss takes advantage and hits a DDT on Carmella for the pin and gets the title shot. So Alexa is your new #1 contender for your title shot. After the match, Deville and Rose back at the ramp as Bliss music hits. Bliss stands tall and celebrates the win. You get replays of what Brock Lesnar did to Seth Rollins on Raw. Tom says Rollins received several medical evaluations after Raw, but he vowed to be at Super Showdown on Friday to defend against Constipated Corbin. Lesnar says he will be there to cash in. Back for the break, Kayla Braxton is in the ring with a microphone. She introduces her guests for the first interview, and out comes Lars Sullivan. Tom plugs 3-on-1 handicap match with the Lucha House Party at Super Showdown. Kayla says Lars has been on a rampage as of late. She asks what drives a man like him to do what he's been doing. Fan chant for Goldberg as Lars pauses before answering the question. Lars says, "You would never ask a nightingale why they sing their sweet song. You would never ask a lion why they methodically stalk their prey before ripping their teeth into it." Fans start with the what treatment. Lars says why you ever ask what drives a man like him. Lars goes on and says he's been defied by one word his entire life. He tells Kayla to say the word. Lars says it's okay, he can take it. He's been called this word his entire life. Braxton says, "Freak!" A you-suck chance breaks out from the crowd. Lars goes on about how people call him a freak when he performs his primary function, which is to hurt, maim, dissect, dehumanize people, to show all the fans that the world isn't full of rainbows and sunshine. It's full of pain, agony, and real-life freak of nature like him. Kayla then asks what he hopes to teach Lucha House Party on Friday. Lars laughs and fans chant for them. Lars asks Kayla if she likes nursery rhymes, and she nods. Lars does the Three Blind Mice rendition that trails off into a bizarre preview of how he will destroy Calesso, Lestorado, and Grammatalic at Super Showdown. Lars laughs as the boos continue. Lars keeps laughing as his music hits to end the segment. So to come segment, Goldberg's here. Next match is Andrade versus Apollo Crews. We go to the ring. Out comes Andrade with Zelina. Back to Marshall. Back for the break. Apollo Crews is out. Andrade attacks before the bell and drops Crews with a hammerlock DDT. Andrade disrespects Crews. Someone keeps going until the Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor runs out to make the save. Balor and Andrade go at it. Vega distracts Balor from the floor as he looks to go on for an apron. Allowing Andrade to turn it back around, Andrade drops Balor with a hammerlock DDT. We get replays and come back to Andrade leaping up the ramp with Andrade as Balor recovers in the ring. We get a look back at Undertaker's warning to Big Goldberg from Raw. Back to commercial. Back from the break, we get more hype from Super Showdown on Friday. We go backstage to security, lined up outside the locker room. Door for Hall of Famer Goldberg. Formerly the WCW style. Familiar music hits. Out comes Goldberg for his march in the ring. Goldberg makes his way out for his first SmackDown appearance, stopping to shake the hand of a young boy in the front row. Fan chant Goldberg's name as he enters the ring. Goldberg says he's been waiting for more than 20 years to see what it would be like to face The Undertaker one-on-one in the ring. Now he finally gets the match he always wanted. Goldberg says, listening to Taker on Raw last night, he made an interesting point. He didn't want to share the ring with Family Man, Goldberg. He'd rather share the ring with the Icon, the butt-kicking machine, Goldberg. Goldberg appreciates Taker's advice and says it made a light switch go off in his head because Taker was right. Goldberg doesn't want the Family Man near Taker because he thinks he would fall short. Taker says he felt he left his butt at home. Goldberg guarantees Taker will get the Goldberg he's been watching for 20 years and wondering how he would stack up against. Goldberg says Taker is going to get the butt-kicking Goldberg he asked for. Goldberg says on Friday at Super Showdown, he will finally find out who the badass is. Goldberg says Taker is next. To rest in peace, he drops the mic and the bell tolls. Inside the arena, as fans go wild. Lights go out. Come back on a bit, and we see Taker standing behind Goldberg in the ring as fans pop. Goldberg slowly turns around. They face off as the cheers continue. Bell tolls again, and the lights go back out. Bell tolls again, and the lights come back on, all the way back on. Taker is gone. Goldberg picks the mic back up and asks if that's it. Goldberg says, Friday night? It is then. He tells Taker to bring his jockstrap and tighten it up because this is going to be a ride. Goldberg drops the mic again and exits the ring as the music hits. While fans continue chanting his name, Goldberg greets more young fans on the way to the back as the announcers hype Super Showdown. From the announce table, the last 5 minutes of SmackDown is the announcers going over Super Showdown matches. We'll get a replay of Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre attacking Reigns earlier, and another look at Goldberg facing off with Taker. SmackDown goes off the air. 205 Live General Manager Drake Maverick opens the show with a victory promo. Footage of Tony Nese calling Akira Tozawa the best contender for his Cruiserweight Championship is shown. Maverick then announces that Noam Dar will challenge Tozawa to a matchup tonight. Then in the main event, Oney Lorcan settles the score with Akira with Area Daivari. 205 Live song intro. Vic Joseph, Nigel McGuinness, and Aiden English welcome us to 205 Live from Laredo, Texas. Backstage, we see Area Daivari shadow boxing. Elsewhere, Oney Lorcan in the locker room working out with a resistance band. Both look focused for the main event. Akira was out for the opening contest of the evening. Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar, was out second. Drew Gulak comes out of nowhere and attacks Dar on the entrance path. He tosses him into the barricade, then drop kicks Dar, knees into the steel steps. Several referees surround Dar, with Jake Maverick running out to argue with Gulak. Dar will not be able to compete. Meanwhile, Tozawa taunts Gulak from inside the ring. Maverick has an idea. He tells the ring announcer that Gulak will be facing Tozawa instead. That match is right now. Tozawa charges Gulak and lays into him with punches. Gulak slows Tozawa down with a slap to the gut, then another to the face. Tozawa fires right back with a Frankensteiner. Shining Wizard in succession, screaming Senton with the cover. Gulak kicks out, stiff chops from Tozawa. He stomps Gulak down in the corner. Gulak catches Tozawa. Follow-away slam. Tozawa gets to his feet, but eats a big boot for his troubles. Tozawa attempts to lock in the octopus stretch. Gulak has it scouted and shoved Tozawa off. Gulak in control in the early goings. A deep headlock from Gulak. Tozawa manages to break the hold by lifting Gulak in the fireman's carry. His back gives out and Gulak takes advantage of the pinfall kickout. Gulak with a snap suplex and then a cover. Another kick out. Gulak ties Tozawa up in a submission before dropping an elbow into his head and neck. Headlock is back on. Gulak targets the neck area with a knee drop. Gulak goes for another submission. Tozawa breaks free. Children of Paradise misses. Tozawa connects with a strike, sending Galak to the ringside. Tozawa comes off the ropes for a suicide dive. Galak moved, and Tozawa pulls up. Tozawa to the apron, running senton, takes Galak out. He drags him to the announce table and bounces his head off the top. Tozawa runs back in the ring, suicide dive that sends Galak over the announce table. Back in the ring, Tozawa climbs, missile drop kick lands. Galak sneaks out a shoulder on the pinfall attempt. Tozawa goes for the German suplex. Galak hits an elbow to break free. Tozawa comes right back with his fake out jab. Octopus locked in. Galak is in trouble. He crawls, gets a foot on the ropes to escape the hold. Tozawa goes for another Shining Wizard. Galak surprises him with an alley-oop bomb. Texas Cloverleaf is on right in the center. Tozawa tries to get to the ropes, but Galak drags him back in. Tozawa struggling. He makes it to the ropes again. Back and forth striking. Galak wins the exchange by taking Tozawa down with a lariat. Gut wrench suplex from Galak nearly wins the match, but Tozawa gets the shoulder up at the last second. Nice sequence of counters. Tozawa picks up Galak. Samoan drop. Trouble in Paradise connects. Tozawa climbs. Galak beats him up there. Superplex. Galak picks him up. Torture rack neck breaker. That'll do it. Winner of the match by pinfall. Galak. Mike and Maria come out to cut a promo. Mike says he hates the idea that he's not considered the best because he hasn't been seen on television. Mike scowls. I've been the best since I debuted 2 years ago. He then begs Drake Maverick to send him the best cruiserweight he can. Because he promises to defeat them, I am better than the best. Elsewhere, the champion Tony Nese is being interviewed about Galak's actions from earlier. Nese says that he's had to deal with Galak in the past, and that he didn't agree with Maverick's decision to put Galak in the match with Tozawa. Nese then announces that he'll let Maverick decide who he thinks he should defend the title against, as he is a fighting champion. Commercial for Super Showdown. Promo for Lucha House Party. They say that they'll give everything they have to defeat Laura Sullivan on Friday, but question why the Singh brothers think they deserve another shot against them. Segment ends with their signature Lucha chant. Main event time. Oney Lorcan makes his way to the ring first, followed by Ari DeVary. Here we go. Tie up. Oney pushes DeVary into the corner. Referee gets in between them. Makes them reset. DeVary challenges Lorcan to a test of strength. They go at it. DeVary overpowers Lorcan, bringing him to his knees. Lorcan builds up momentum with the lock still on, but DeVary drops him again. Lorcan rises up again, breaks a hold with a knee, then applies a standing surfboard submission. After a moment, DeVary reverses the pressure, and now Lorcan is in trouble. Lorcan tries to switch over, but DeVary is one step ahead and keeps the submission lock in. Lorcan finally breaks a hold. Pace picks up. Lorcan goes for the half and half. DeVary dodges. Huge uppercut by Lorcan, followed by a suplex. He stomps DeVary's arm, hyperextending the elbow. Lorcan targets the arm by cranking it in his hands. Lorcan slips out of a headlock to pressure on DeVary's arm. He reaches it over his shoulder. DeVary connects with an elbow. He bounces off the apron. Hip toss for Lorcan, and he immediately transitions into an arm bar. DeVary is struggling and barely makes it to the ropes, then rolls outside to recover. Lorcan chases him, but DeVary runs right back in. He tries to drop an elbow on Lorcan coming back in the ring. Lorcan saw it coming and moved. Lorcan climbs in the corner. DeVary catches him with a Tower of London neck breaker. Back and forth, striking. Lorcan wishbones DeVary's fingers. DeVary screams in pain, but manages to land a kick. Lorcan comes off the ropes. Huge lariat from DeVary. Covers for a 2 count. DeVary stomps. He claws at Lorcan's face. Lorcan fires off a chop. Another DeVary with a right hand. More shots from Lorcan. Corner lariat by DeVary. He puts Lorcan on the top rope. Flips him on his back. Another cover. Lorcan out at 2 again. DeVary climbs. Frog splash misses. Both men are down. Big striking combo from Lorcan. He decapitates DeVary with a running uppercut. Lorcan's fired up. Running corner elbow. Followed by a Northern Light suplex. Lorcan nearly wins the match with a running blockbuster. He goes for the half and half. DeVary rolls him up for a 2 count. DeVary ties him up for a hammerlock lariat for Lorcan duck. DeVary hits a super kick. He climbs. Laura Can nails him in the arm. Big slam. He picks DeBerry up. Huge chop connects. Another. DeBerry looks rocked. Laura Can goes for a running powerbomb. DeBerry slips behind and pushes Laura Can into turnbuckles. Cobra clutch from DeBerry. He's got it right in the corner. Laura Can is fading. He gets a surge of energy, but DeBerry drops him in a reverse DDT. DeBerry up top. Small frog smash nails it. DeBerry with a cover. Laura Can turns it into a crucifix pin. Got him. Winner, Orne Laura Can by pinfall. And that's Laura Can begins to celebrate, but DeBerry charges him. Laura Can pulls down the top rope, and DeBerry falls to the outside. He doesn't go for another attack. But Laura Can stands tall to end the 205 Live program. I didn't get any results for a dark match main event from after the 205 Live, so that's going to conclude my show for this week's SmackDown and 205 Live. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on me. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.